the United States of America versus the divided States of America. This country has been on the verge of a cultural civil war that many say may expand even worse than what it is now. I am not aiming this at any political end, any political group, but I'm aiming this video at the heart of an individual. Do you have a heart that would consider an alternative? If you're involved in politics in a way that you are angry all the time, and things that don't go your way make you unhappy and miserable, you feel like you're walking in darkness and you're just frustrated, boiling over in anger. And I know this is on both sides of the equation. Do we want a divided States of America? What will that cost in human life and turmoil? Take a look at what's happened in other countries that have split apart because they didn't like what another group was doing. If you look back to the French Revolution, there was one after another after another. And then a dictator, Napoleon, rose up and took the reins. So you can continue in your anger, or you can reason with me a little bit. Now, sometimes when you bring up things, and this is where people turn off, about God, they just shut their ears and do not listen. May I ask that you would be brave and listen until I finish this. You see, the Bible says this: the heart is deceitfully wicked above all things. Who can know it? Above all things. That's even worse than the devil. All things includes all things. You think you're right. I think I'm right. Can you do a self-inspection? Now, the problem is some people don't believe in truth. It's relative to what you feel, but feelings change. Is it always a consensus that wins? What happens when that consensus changes and does away with the group they do not want? Is there a truth? Israel, back in the day, faced this question. They were torn out of their land, dispersed everywhere. Is that what you want for this country? And in Isaiah 9:2, he said this as a prophecy: the people that walked in darkness, as we are walking, have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them the light is shine. That is the light of Jesus Christ, one who preached good tidings to the world, who taught, love your enemies. Win them over by love. If you're a Christian looking in, can you pray for and love your neighbor? If you're somebody that is totally against Christianity, can you open your ear for a moment and try and test and see if God is real? Now, some people may be saying, hey, I've done things that God can't forgive me. Well, I have a video for that. It's called, Is My Sin Could Not Be Forgiven? It can be. Is my sin too big to be forgiven? Check it out. I also have my testimony in the description of how I came to the knowledge of Jesus Christ. Check out these videos. Open up your mind and your heart and allow that anger to melt away. You know, there's a book, Pilgrim Progress. It's a classic. He carried his burden with him wherever he went. It wasn't until he came to Jesus that he put that burden down and had no more weight upon his shoulders. How would that be for you? Instead of being happy in anger and then not happy when you're not in anger, you will be content with all things, because he will direct you on the path that you need to go. God bless.